Hi, my name is Avery, and I'm here to teach you how to lead a healthier lifestyle. There are so many different ways to lead a healthier lifestyle, but the main two ways that we usually talk about are dieting and exercising. For me, I was in it for weight loss, so I turned to dieting, and that's your main source of fat burn, is going to be dieting. So, the main diet that you want to go for on a usual basis is the calorie deficit diet. That's lowering your calorie intake by around 500 or so from your maintenance, which is going to be what you usually want to eat if you're male, female, you're based on your height and your weight. So if you lower that by like 500, you're going to lose weight. Over time, it'll take a while. But for me, I did the ketogenic diet, which is keto for short, and that's where you lower your carb intake. Carbs are one of the main 3 macronutrients that give you energy when you're functioning in everyday life. So by cutting out carbs, it switched to a second macronutrient, which is fat. So basically, I was just living life and I was burning fat, but it doesn't work for everybody. I personally lost 50 pounds in 3 months, healthily, but not everyone can do that diet successfully because it's very, very difficult to sustain for a long period of time because you can't have any flour or grain or oat or anything like that. So you're eating a lot of like lettuce wraps and just meat. That's all you're really eating. So it's very hard to sustain for a long period of time because you start wanting bread and tortillas and you get a lot of cravings, right? But for me, it worked very, very well. And then when I was done with that, because I lost all this fat, I had a lot of loose skin. So the next thing we want to go to is exercising, mainly weightlifting. Weight training is what I was doing in order to fill in the loose fat that I have. So I'd section out my days by groups. So I'd go with arm days being tricep, bicep, and forearm in a day where we're working. And then I'd go for legs, so I'd go quad, I'd go glute and calf. And then for another arm day, I would do shoulder, upper back, and chest as well. And then sometimes when I'm doing legs as well, I'll do lower back. Sectioning off these muscle groups will give you time to recover in between days where you switch muscle groups in order to build muscle quickly. Another way to help you build muscle while you're weight training is to eat a lot of protein. Intaking a lot of protein will help your muscles grow back faster and heal. And this is where we come down to cutting and bulking. These are 2 main parts of weightlifting as well, if you get super into it. So bulking is eating in a calorie surplus, so where you're eating 500 or 700 over your maintenance calorie count, so you're gaining a lot of fat, but also a lot of muscle at the same time if you're continuing to lift during this time. And then that's phase 1 of gaining muscle. And then when you go into your cutting phase, you're eating in a calorie deficit, but also while eating a lot of protein. So you keep the muscle you gained while you were bulking, but you're losing the fat you gained. Therefore, meaning you're more defined and filled out when you're done cutting. A lot of the time, you will look more lean when you cut. So a lot of fitness models will have a lower body fat percentage, which means they were in the middle of a long cut, making them look more lean and more masculine. For the most part, that's all there is to weightlifting. There isn't a ton. It's all about dieting, proteins, and being consistent. Cardio is also very important for weight loss. Burning calories is very, very nice with that. The best 2 ways to burn calories while doing cardio is jump roping and swimming, surprisingly enough. And it's very, very nice. If you're just in your target heart rate, you could be walking, you could be doing steps, anything of the sort. Just anything around your gym will help. It's better than nothing, I trust. In conclusion, living a healthier lifestyle can lead to you having a better mentality towards life and loving yourself just that little bit more. Thank you for coming here to listen.